Welcome to our epic journey into the heart of Skull Island, where Kong mighty ruler Asu explores the legend of giant beasts. The year is 1973, as a brave military unit embarks on a dangerous mission to chart an uncharted tropical land. Heavy rain lashes against the metal frames as the pilots navigate through the intense atmospheric pressure surrounding this strange, lost territory. Scientific curiosity turns into a chaotic display of power when the team begins dropping explosives to analyze the island below them. Suddenly, a colossal figure rises from the trees, revealing the guardian of the island standing tall against the human intruders above. The king of this land destroys the flying machines with brutal force, proving that nature will not tolerate such aggressive human interference. Debris showers the ancient trees below, signaling the start of a desperate struggle for survival for the survivors of the crash. The commander survives the crash, but his heart is now consumed by a burning desire to hunt down the giant beast responsible. Panic sets in as the scattered military personnel realize they are completely lost in a wilderness that feels alive and very hostile. The forest reveals its hidden dangers as massive arachnids emerge from the shadows to threaten the lives of the remaining human survivors. Desperate gunfire echoes through the trees, while the men struggle to repel the monstrous creatures lurking in this dark, silent jungle realm. Looking at the massive tracks on the ground, the team finally understands that they are stepping into a world of ancient giants. Leadership becomes a heavy burden as the commander rallies his people to forge a plan for revenge against the island's protector now. This isolated paradise hides secrets that have remained untouched by the modern world for millions of years, in total, quiet, peaceful silence. Strange faces painted in tribal colors observe the newcomers, guarding the boundaries of their culture and their sacred, ancient, hidden island home. Ancient stories are shared around a flickering campfire, depicting the ape as a god who balances the forces of life and death. The great primate moves with elegance through the water, demonstrating his dominance over every corner of this wild and untamed green land. Preparations for the final confrontation continue, as the military leader gathers resources to challenge the king of the island once and for. Nature's evolution has taken a strange turn here, creating insects of gargantuan proportions that hunt everything moving within their dark forest territory. Every step becomes a race against death as the survivors flee from the predators that inhabit this nightmare of a wild island. In an unexpected turn of events, the ape chooses to protect the humans, showing that he is not just a mindless destroyer. Their perception of the beast begins to shift as they realize the complexity of his role in protecting this fragile, wild ecosystem. Despite the evidence of Kong's intelligence, the obsessed commander remains committed to his original goal of eliminating the threat at all costs. Even a titan needs to rest, as the guardian of the island finds a moment of peace amidst the constant, brutal natural struggle. From the depths of the earth, a terrifying new threat emerges, signaling the beginning of a darker chapter for the island's inhabitants. The hidden predators of the subterranean world have finally arrived, hungry for blood and ready to challenge the dominance of the ape. Tragedy strikes the group as they lose one of their own, highlighting the lethal nature of this unforgiving and extremely dangerous environment. The Great Guardian knows that the true enemy has returned, and he prepares to face the monsters that threaten the island's balance. The commander puts his dangerous plan into action, hoping to use fire to bring down the beast that destroyed his military unit. The trap is sprung, and the king of the island finds himself surrounded by the destructive power of human greed and fire. Agony fills the air as the guardian struggles against the heat, his roars shaking the very foundations of the surrounding ancient trees. The ultimate nightmare reveals itself, a monster of immense size and cruelty, rising from the waters to claim the island for itself. The human leader stands firm, caught between the two titans, his obsession driving him toward a final, fatal, and very risky choice. With renewed strength, the ape lunges forward, determined to drive back the darkness and save the world he has sworn to defend. A battle for the ages unfolds, as the island's guardian faces the creature that embodies everything evil and destructive within this land. Neither side shows any sign of weakness, as the struggle for control over Skull Island reaches its most intense and violent peak. The obsessed soldier meets his end, a victim of his own inability to see that some forces of nature must remain untouched. The ape finds himself in a desperate situation, struggling against the constricting power of a predator that knows no mercy or hesitation. Using his intelligence, the Titan finds a tool in the wreckage, turning a piece of human debris into a weapon for survival. The impact resounds across the island, showing that the Guardian is not easily defeated, even when facing such a deadly ancient foe. The monster gathers its strength, intending to finish the fight and eliminate the only obstacle between it and total, absolute dark rule. With one final, powerful movement, the ape ends the threat, restoring order to his island and proving his worth as the king. The great beast falls, its reign of terror finally over, leaving the island in a state of quiet, healing, and needed peace. The Guardian stands tall, his roar echoing through the mountains, a declaration that he remains the undisputed master of this wild land. The survivors are finally lifted from the island, leaving behind the memories of the creatures they witnessed in this strange, hidden world. The ape watches the humans leave, his duty fulfilled as he returns to his quiet existence in the heart of the jungle. As the sun sets over the horizon, the island finds its rhythm once again, recovering from the scars of the recent battle. Peace returns to the forest, and the Guardian continues his eternal patrol, watching over the creatures that call this island home now. Nature flourishes in the aftermath, demonstrating the resilience of life in a place where evolution has taken its own special, unique path. Life moves forward, as the inhabitants of the island enjoy the tranquility that follows the defeat of the dark, ancient, hungry monsters. The king reflects on the challenges he has overcome, knowing that his strength is the only thing keeping the island safe forever. Stars emerge in the dark sky, casting a gentle light over the land that Kong protects from the dangers of the night. His eyes glow in the darkness, a reminder that the Guardian never sleeps, always ready to defend his home from any threat. The nocturnal life of the island begins to stir, safe under the watchful gaze of the Titan who rules this ancient land. From this high vantage point, the king surveys his realm, ensuring that no shadows can ever threaten his protected, peaceful, wild domain. The whispers of the island tell the story of the ape, a legend that will live on through the ages to come. With every movement, he displays the power that makes him the rightful ruler of this island, standing firm against all possible odds. Even the smallest creatures find safety in his presence, knowing that he is a protector who cares for all life living here. He looks towards the horizon, wondering what other secrets the world holds beyond the mist that surrounds his small, isolated green paradise. The beauty of the universe is reflected in his eyes, a deep understanding of the cycle of life that he guards daily. He retreats into the darkness, leaving the island to rest, confident that he has done his duty for another long, quiet night. The forest sleeps in peace, grateful for the protection of the Titan who walks these paths, keeping the darkness at bay forever. Time heals the wounds of the land, as the jungle slowly covers the remnants of the past in its lush, green embrace. He remains the enduring symbol of this wild place, a testament to the power of nature when it is left to thrive. The legend of this giant grows, a story told by the winds that blow across the mountains of this hidden, magnificent island. Watching him move is a privilege, a glimpse into the life of a creature that belongs to an age long since past. Our journey into the legend of the giant ape comes to an end, leaving us with respect for the mysteries of nature. Thank you for joining Kong Mighty Ruler Asu today. We hope you enjoyed this epic story and hope to see you again soon.